Mikey Day.
Whoa!
We did it. We finally did it. You might be the hardest person to have tracked down. I felt like I was stalking after a while. And I'm going to be honest. I have a lot of people that stalk me, and I just avoid them.
Well,
and I thought, I was like, oh, he's doing that thing that I do to people that I don't want to talk to.
Well, it's an honor to be asked. It was simply because I was, especially when SNL is going on, I get very like
humble brag.
I know.
Humble brag. We haven't been recording for 30 seconds.
That's when you walked in the door. I was like, hi. You know, when SNL. But when SNL is going on, I'm like unable to focus on much else, and I often neglect returning emails like a normal person.
That's
okay.
I
get very tunnel vision, but I'm stoked to finally be here.
I gave you Jewish guilt. I gave you Jewish guilt on the last email.
You were like, this is the last time I'll ask. After this, I'll leave you alone. I will say, I think we'd have a good time. I was like, I'm going to make it work. I'm in LA for a few weeks. Yes, we must.
Oh, man. Shout out to my podcast producer, Monica. Monica was like, reach out again. I was like, no!
No, not that fool.
I'm not going to do it. She's like, just try. What do you have to lose?
You're like, why am I spending so much time on this idiot?
Yeah.
He's not even that famous.
He's not. No one knows who he is.
Why? I ran the data. It's not going to up our listenership.
He doesn't even post regularly. He doesn't have a scheduled posting schedule.
Oh, my social media is a ghost town.
But I thought I'd bring you on because I do think I gave you the Danadoot bump. I was on season 1 of Is It Cake? Yes. And I want to say that I had a lot to do with it becoming the juggernaut that it is. So I brought you here so you could say thank you.
You lent some validity to it, some credence. Like we have people who know food and can give it some like, okay, this is a legit franchise here that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when you heard about the show season 1, it was a brand new thing, had never aired, so I'm sure you're like, wait, what is this show?
Yeah.
So the fact that you came on is fantastic. We appreciate it.
This is what's so funny about it, and I'm sure you get this as well. I feel like I've done a lot of stuff. I've been on a lot of TV, a lot of wonderful things that I respectable comedies and whatnot. I probably get recognized more from a certain demographic for Is It
Children?
Cake? Yes.
Oh, 100%.
They
like,
love it.
You're the Is It Cake guy. They love it. Sometimes kids will come to the set, like children of producers or crew members or whatever, and they're like walking into like Oz or something. They're like, wow. But it's really cool to see, and just when they talk about it or see their faces when they're like, it's so cool. In season 3 with this cake, did you like the questions they'll ask? We went on vacation to this dude ranch, and at the pool like 6 kids just were like sort of following me around like, it's the Is It Cake man. It's the cake man is what one kid said.
Oh my God.
And I was like, do your parents know I'm not soliciting this group of children following me around? It's pretty adorable.
Yeah, you have a perfect gig to be like, if you wanted to abduct children, you have the...
That's why I took it, man.
This is a long con. This is the longest con ever.
Oh my God.
For you to live out your dreams of abducting children.
It would be a very compelling Netflix limited series.
Yeah.
Episode 4. That's when it all turned. But it's really cool that they've responded. I thought when we were first doing it that first season, I thought it would be fun for families to watch together and kind of guess, but I never really predicted that children would respond to it like they have. They like the constructing of the cakes as well, which I would think would be boring for them, but they're really into how the bakers construct these things, and maybe because there's like some magic involved and like trickery and illusion, or maybe they just like the kind of building of it. I don't know, but it's really fun to see how they've responded to it.
Yeah, it's you know what else is very fun? Your fridge. You guys can see Mikey's fridge on my Instagram at StandUpDan. Let's go to this
hashtag depressing
beautiful fridge. You guys are like, wow, Mikey Day, he hosts his own show. He's on SNL. He must have the most epic fridge ever.
This is
a hotel fridge. This is a Hilton Honors fridge is what we have here.
Best Western Granada Hills. No, this is a great hotel in Beverly Hills, but especially with this, I could have probably done a better job with the photography here, but it's very stark, very depressing. As you can see, I have not taken anything from it. And there's that bottom empty shelf. Nothing was on it. That's just how they keep it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just one empty shelf. So we've got in your fridge a Sprite, a Coke.
This is sad.
It's a Mexican Coke.
You're like, why did I try and get this guy on the podcast for so long when
really,
he brings me this?
It took this long.
Garbage.
Also, you couldn't just text your wife and be like, hey, can you send me a picture of the fridge?
Well, she's with me right now.
Oh, okay.
So we're all together, so there's no one home.
Okay, fine.
So I couldn't get a picture of our fridge. However, I don't know how eclectic and awesome our fridge at home would be. It goes through phases.
You know what? I don't care about your fridge at home. I care about the fridge that you brought.
Oh,
There's
no.
a can of Beekeeper
What is
coffee.
Beekeeper?
Beekeeper coffee?
When I drink coffee, I reach for Beekeeper. I've never heard of Beekeeper. It might be really good. I don't know.
It's an awful name.
It feels like it would be honey.
Yeah.
But it's coffee.
Well, I had a honey company, and I'd always have to make my own coffee to keep me awake.
Beekeeper coffee. Interesting. I like that the Coke and the Sprite are tinier, but yet I'm sure 3 times as much as a normal Coke.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Wait, are you comfortable saying what hotel it is?
Yeah, the L'Ermitage in Beverly Hills.
Oh, the L'Ermitage.
We're like, this is live.
You know,
it'll be mobbed by 2 people and 1 child.
Wait, can I give you a fun hot tip about the L'Ermitage in Beverly Hills?
Someone died in room 9. No, what is it?
My friend Michelle Buteau was staying there,
Uh-huh.
and we were downstairs having lunch, and the waitress was a big fan of hers, and she brought out this thing, and she said, this is a special thing for special guests.
Oh, very cool.
That we don't really give to anyone.
Oh, wow.
And it's their version of a Dubai chocolate.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Whoa.
So go to the front desk, be like, I heard you have Dubai chocolates for the special guests. Where's my...
Am I not special?
Wait, this is how you find out.
That's
that
how
you're
you
not
find
special.
out if you're like your notoriety level?
Yeah.
Hi, where's the chocolate? I will say everyone there is awesome. We love it. We go like every
must
year.
be a soul-crushing moment for you to realize.
Well,
you're not on the Dubai
how long
chocolate
ago
list.
was this?
This was like last week.
Oh no.
This is 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
I was justifying it in my head that it was this was years ago and the people there have since left.
No, they said it's a new program that we're very excited about.
Hi, we do this all the time. We're always watching. Yikes. All right. I mean, they're so nice.
Yeah.
And
not that nice.
And treat me
not
quite
nice.
well.
Not that nice. Not that well.
To not get this Dubai chocolate equivalent.
Has Dubai chocolate jumped to Is It Cake at all? Has anyone Dubai chocolated anything?
I don't know if I've really come across a Dubai chocolated creation yet.
Have you ever had a Dubai chocolate?
I think so. I'm sure I have.
Oh, it's great. There's it's got the hard exterior chocolate. Then you go inside and it's got a creamy, almost like a truffle chocolate, like that you get in a Teuscher champagne truffle.
Okay, I'm sure I've had some.
And then inside that truffle gooiness is like some sort of like crispy, I want to say like a phyllo type situation.
Oh, okay.
And so you get a bunch of these wonderful...
Wow, that's intense.
It's
Yeah, I don't
really
think
good.
we've had anything like that.
Oh
Is
my
it
God.
cake?
Well, you got to ask the lobby.
Because it would be tough. Yeah, I'm trying to think how they would use that too. Like with the hard exterior and then with the gooey interior might be hard.
Have you become a better baker since the show? Because
I'm a terrible baker.
You're talking as if you're...
You know, I make dad food.
Yeah.
I make quesadillas, grilled cheese, basic sandwiches,
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese, French toast, Rice Krispie treats. That's kind of pretty much, give or take a few, of what I can do.
Wow. Is there a chef at the house?
I mean, my wife is a great cook, and my mother-in-law, my wife is Argentinian.
Oh,
So,
that's fun.
yeah, I have an Argentinian mother-in-law who's a great cook, and she'll make like chicken milanesa and everything for us.
Is there a lot of beef and chimichurris?
Ooh, yeah, she makes a great like beef dish. I don't even know what the name of it. That's why it's fantastic I'm on this podcast, because my food tastes are so basic and I know nothing about food. I wish I could talk about food intelligently, but
You're doing a great job.
as my wife says, like, your palate isn't really refined. I don't have a refined palate, but I do enjoy good food.
Yeah.
But I wish I could speak about it more eloquently.
Hey, man, this is a safe space. Let yourself go.
Comments will destroy me. Who are you? Why?
How did he get
He knows nothing. His fridge is trash.
Your fridge is not trash. You've got Evian,
Everything's on
tonic water.
drink.
Are you a gin and tonic person?
No,
No.
I can't. I had gin when I don't know. I was like 20. You know when you'll drink anything? You're
Yeah.
like, this is in my parents' fridge. I drank like a bunch of gin and just threw up immediately. It was awful.
Yeah. That'll scar you for life.
I know, and I literally have not had gin since.
I was lucky because the first drink that I ever got drunk and threw up on was Zima.
Oh, wow. And
they
it's
don't
not
make it
around
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I remember the commercials for Zima.
Oh, really?
Back in the day. I remember they would advertise on TV.
Yeah.
It was like Zima, it's different or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it
Zima.
was.
No one really knows what it is.
I know.
Still.
I just I know. What was it?
No one knows.
I just remember being a kid and being like, seeing commercial, but
I
being
think it was
that's
like
forbidden. It's alcohol.
I mean, it was like, remember when like the electric car came out initially? Like the weird electric car, and then it, like died, and like they killed it,
Yes.
and then I feel like the Zima was the electric car of back in the day, because it was like White Claw before White Claw was White Claw.
Yeah, it was like
dipping its toes in the
yes.
alternative beverage market. And
Yeah,
all the
they
beer
were-
people were like, no, get your pussy
I know.
Zima away from us.
What is this?
Ah!
It was like alcohol. They're like, this is alcohol, but it's different. It's Zima, all right? Just trust us. This is going to work. And then it became kind of a joke and stuff.
Yeah, it had it was like sort of the rollerblades of
Yeah.
of the beverage world. It came out really hot, and then it just became like a punchline.
Yeah, and then it became a thing like, oh, look at you. Oh, you got a Zima in there? Like, I remember even as a kid clocking kind of its role in pop culture.
Yeah. Ah, what a bummer.
I know.
I wonder if you can still buy
was-
Zima.
Just going to say that.
That'd be a great like
on
gag
eBay?
gift for someone. Yeah.
Yeah, like a 6 of Zima, because it would come in 6-packs, right?
Oh yeah, it would. No, bro, it's Zima. We do 5s. All right. We do things differently at Zima.
I want to say
Prime numbers only.
prime numbers. We got a 7 of Zima. That's just weird enough to like maybe work, right? Like they only do prime. I don't
We only do
know.
prime numbers.
Anything that's weird is
You want
kind of like,
you want a 31 of Zima?
you can get a 3, and everyone's like, have you seen the 31 pack? Is 31 a prime number? You just said 31.
I think it is.
3, 9, right? No.
7,
3,
21.
7, right?
This is riveting.
11.
This is riveting podcast.
I know. Dude, they
11.
They went through prime numbers for 18 minutes. Skip to 4621. That's when they get off the prime numbers.
Oh, you know what? I have been eBaying alcoholic beverages lately.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so Campari, Campari.
Yeah.
You're familiar.
Campari.
You know Campari.
Isn't that in Lost in Translation? Doesn't he go, make it Campari?
No, Suntory.
No. What is it?
Suntory.
That's Suntory.
Yeah.
What is Campari?
Campari is an
Does
Italian.
Campari have a role in a...
in Lost in Translation?
Yeah.
No, it's
no,
not.
but in something?
In a Negroni?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you're talking pop culture like in a
thinking,
movie?
what is it? Satori?
It's
Suntory?
Suntory.
Suntory.
It's Suntory
Make it
time.
a Suntory.
Is
it a made-up brand in Lost in Translation?
No,
Or is
Suntory is a
that-
real thing.
It is?
Yeah.
That you can see how much I know
It's
about
like
anything.
You don't know about anything.
I'm like, Bud Light, alcohol, Bud Light, Absolute, Kettle.
Yeah. Make it Suntory. It's Suntory
Make it
time.
Suntory time.
More intensity. No, I don't think Campari is in it. Campari is an Italian liqueur.
Was Campari in Lost in Translation? I don't know. Jack shit.
You know prime numbers.
I know.
But it's a red liqueur
Oh,
that is
okay.
used as a mixing thing. Campari and soda. You've heard of
Okay,
these
yes.
things. Yeah.
I know it. I do. I know what Campari is.
But it used to be before 2004. They made them the thing that colored it red was the shell of a beet, the animal of a beet.
Sounds like
the
a witch's-
exoskeleton. Yeah.
I need the shell of a beet to complete my
I have
stew.
newt 3 shells of red beet.
A shell of a beet.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and then they went
Wow.
vegan, and because people gave them shit, they're like, you're putting beet skulls in my Campari. So the ones that you can get before 2004 have the beet coloring, which I always think would be like a fun gift for my friend Paul, who's a big food nerd.
Oh,
He
yeah?
would really appreciate it. And I never will actually do it, but I think the fact that I think of doing it makes me a good friend.
Yeah, because that is a fun.
Yeah.
I'll have stuff like that where I'm like, if I had the time
Yeah.
and kind of wherewithal to do this, that would be a fun gift.
That would make me a good guy.
That would be a really cool gift.
Hey, you know what? When you go back home to New York,
Uh-huh.
you know what's going to be waiting for you?
What?
A 7 of Zima.
That would be fun if you like
That would be
got it
epic.
3D printed a carrier for a 7 of Zima, got all the paperwork on the
Yeah.
bottles and on the box. That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be really fun.
Although it would be like, wow, this guy tried way too hard.
I know.
It was too much.
How'd you do that? Oh, I just got it on Etsy.
Weird. All right, well, that's you have an orange drink in the fridge as well as
Not
it looks
sure
like
what
a
that is.
cranberry drink behind it.
It looks tasty. If it was an Orange Gina, you know Orange Gina?
Orange Gina.
Orange Gina?
Yeah.
That drink?
Orange Gina has to be some sort of French porn star's name.
Oh, yeah. Orange Gina. And she does things with fruit down there.
We're adults. Look, the big takeaway from here is, hey, Beekeeper Coffee, if you want us to stop talking shit, be a sponsor of the podcast.
Beekeeper Coffee. What's all that buzz about? And then I melt like the T1000 into a puddle and I go out the door.
Oh, Beekeeper Coffee.
That's fun though. That's kind of
Wait,
worth
hold
it.
on. I'm seeing in little font under cold brew latte, made with honey. Now it makes a lot more
Oh.
sense. Now it makes a ton more sense.
So I'm
Egg-
the idiot.
honey on our face.
So it's like honey infused coffee. Now it's all making sense.
Now it makes sense.
It's like a beautiful mind when all the numbers and stuff are floating and they start to form the answers to the code. That's what it is. Well done.
Wow, we did it together.
Well done, sir. Sherlock Holmes. We just zoomed in.
Yeah, we just zoomed in.
Good call.
Where did you grow up that you are not a foodie? Are you a Midwest guy? Because all Midwest people grow up not being
interesting.
foodies.
I am Orange County, California, so SoCal.
Oh, interesting.
Like a stone's throw from Disneyland.
Wow.
I would always see the Matterhorn on the freeway by our house all the time. There's the Matterhorn. Matterhorn Mountain.
Have you ever seen the real Matterhorn in Switzerland?
Ooh, no.
Ah, you gotta
That's
see it.
cool. There's a
You
real
gotta see it.
Matterhorn.
There's a real. Wait, you thought Disney's Matterhorn was the real Matterhorn?
That if I was in Switzerland and they're like, "There's Matterhorn Mountain," I'd be like, "Oh, you guys named it after Disneyland." That's who you're working with here.
Are you
Oh,
a
yeah.
fan of Disney? Oh,
Churros.
someone has something to say about food. I knew I'd find
Churros.
it. Disney food.
And they. That's where I got him.
You just lit up. Your face just lit up
Well,
when I
I
said
love
the food.
churros, but that's really a theme park wide food.
Yeah.
And Disneyland has those giant like Middle Ages turkey leg where you're walking
The
around.
turkey
like
leg is
an
amazing.
absolute glutton.
Yes, the turkey leg is great.
Yeah, they have some good. They have some good corn dogs.
They have good corn dogs.
Yep.
They have that. They actually have some sort of pineapple smoothie that's made by the Dole people. That the only place you can get it is in Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah.
Dole licensed out an exclusive smoothie for Disneyland.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That tracks. Disney's got all this exclusive. We were just at Universal Studios, and we went to Krusty Burger, and it was pretty good.
What's Krusty Burger?
You're like, this is the first time I've dissected Krusty Burger. It's available in Simpsons Land at Universal. I think they call it Springfield, not Simpsons Land. But you can go to Krusty Burger. And my son and I got Krusty Burgers.
Oh, like Krusty the Clown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he has a Krusty Burger in the show.
Okay.
So they recreated it at Universal Studios.
As they should.
Yeah.
So
And
this
we
is
got
good.
Krusty Burgers.
I knew you'd be an authority on something. I just didn't think it would be carny food. But here we are.
Carny food. Thank you. Amazing. We enjoyed it.
Is it a smash burger? Are you a smash burger fan?
I haven't had a lot of smash burger, but it's a big deal now, right?
It's a big. All the kids love it.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan.
Really?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
leave the burger alone.
The kids
Stop smashing it.
I know.
Stop smashing all the burgers. Let them
Leave
breathe.
it alone.
Let them breathe.
The kids. All right, it's mostly my son because he spent so much time in California because we moved to New York when he was, I think, 5, but there's a whole In-N-Out Shake Shack with his friends, and they're all Team Shake Shack. And he's like, you don't understand. If you haven't had In-N-Out, you cannot weigh in on this debate. So he's definitely Team In-N-Out.
Well, he's a West Coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be Team In-N-Out when you've had it.
I mean, it's a very, very. Did you like
my favorite
Is
ever.
it better than the Krusty Burger?
In-N-Out, yeah. I mean, I love In-N-Out more than most.
I always. Do you hear the car alarm?
That's my car.
I feel like it's always weird when they brand like TV show things like and they make them come to life in real life. Like it'll be like the chicken. Hey, have the chicken from Breaking Bad.
Oh,
from
yeah,
Dos
and they'll
Hermanos, and they'll make
Yeah.
it. That's such a.
Yeah,
It bothers me for some reason.
And then I think
It's like, did you not make enough money, AMC?
I know.
Did you not make enough money on Breaking Bad?
I mean, I'm buying it, and I'm going to keep the packaging, but still, I think your expectations. I don't think the threshold for success is as high with those kinds of things because
Yeah.
you're like, if it's remotely good,
Yeah.
you're just like, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Los Polos Hermanos. It was pretty good. But there's something, I don't know. I agree it's kind of annoying, but you're
That's
also
the best
kind of
review.
curious.
That's the best review you'll get for
It
one
was
of those.
pretty good. Surprised.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It's like most movies now, which is at a sad place. Where
Oh, my
I saw a
God.
movie in the theater.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like when a movie's really good. It's like a big.
Yeah.
It's like a big deal.
Yeah. A friend of mine was
everyone
trying to
will
get me
see
to
it.
watch a series, and this is my pet peeve with that. It's like, oh, you gotta just stick with it. After like episode 12,
12, yeah.
that's when it like starts getting good. I'm like, why? No.
They're like 58 minutes.
Yeah, you're
each. This is a
stealing-
lot of content.
It's half a day.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, oh, dude, you haven't seen. Watch it right now. But that's how I am with Severance. I'm very like, watch it.
No, that's exactly. I didn't want to call out shows, but that's the show that I was talking about. Everyone's like, "You gotta watch it." I don't really get it. I'm still trying to get it. One day I think I'll get it, but you gotta watch it. I'm like,
it looks really cool.
why do I want? No,
I know.
I don't want. Like, I still don't quite get it. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
You start watching it. Tell me if you get it, and then maybe we'll both get it.
I'm into it though. I know. I got super into it. My wife was into it, and then
Yeah.
she. You know, when someone's pressuring you to, you just don't want to. She's
Yeah.
like, you gotta watch Severance. I'll watch the first one with you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. For some reason, then I finally did. Relatively recently, the first season was immediately into it. And then I got more into it than she. Like, I watched the second season before her.
Yeah.
Started listening to the behind the scenes podcast.
Oh wow.
I'm like, you know where they shot that? Upstate New York. But
Oh my god, that's a funny character, like the annoying guy at a party who just
know where
just
the-
talks about rewatch podcasts that he's watching.
brings up like movie goofs. You know, you can see the boom in episode 9. No, that show's so meticulously made.
Yeah.
There'd never be any goofs. But yeah, that's bringing up. You know, he had COVID during this scene. He didn't know because he tested negative during the morning. You're like, I don't care.
I don't watch that show.
I love all
Yeah,
that
but
stuff.
still, you should know.
It was just funny. I don't know.
You know what's not funny? Beekeeper coffee. Beekeeper coffee keeps you up with just a hint
Maybe
of
they'll
honey.
send us free stuff. Every once in a while, we'll mention something in an SNL sketch, and then that next Monday we'll come into work, and there'll be like a note that's like, "Hey, thanks for the shout out," and we'll have a bunch of free stuff.
I like that. You should
It's
just
usually
start
hats. with
start
the
writing
company.
stuff in sketches just to get shit for your house.
I
Like,
know.
oh, these Nespresso pods are really hitting the spot.
These vacations to Japan, staying at the Four Seasons Tokyo. No,
Hey, Mikey, why'd you do that in the sketch? It didn't make sense at
You just
all.
crowbarred that in there. I know, but I mean, we've
Hey,
had.
it's live. They can't cut it, man.
I know. Stop. Lauren's like, stop doing that.
Mikey Day.
If you really need to go, I'll pay for it, but stop. Yeah, but we never gotten anything that's like, oh, it's a motorcycle.
Yeah. We don't
That's
have good
riveting
soundproofing.
podcast.
We don't have good soundproofing in this podcast studio.
No, it's kind of cool. It's like you hear the world outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Sunset Boulevard, baby.
Sunset West Hollywood.
But we never, have gotten anything too crazy. It'll be like a T-shirt and stuff.
What
or
about
like,
from Is a Cake? Are you a cake influencer now? When
You
you
know
walk
what?
into a pastry shop, do people fucking lose their minds?
What up? Who are you? Oh, is that fondant? I mean, I know stuff. I know cake stuff in regards to the show, which is what they use in their
Fondant.
construction. Yeah, fondant, modeling chocolate, isomalt, which is kind of like candy glass.
Yeah.
Edible paint. I learned about petal dust in the season we're shooting right now. That was a new one. I learned new stuff every time. And it's just funny that everything's edible.
Yeah.
Like they got an airbrush machine, like attached to a little generator, spraying
Oh my
something,
God.
and they're like, it's edible paint. Like everything's edible, which is fantastic. It's just funny that it's like coming out of this airbrushing paint machine.
Yes, right. It has like that.
Yeah.
Like there's like wires that are like orange, like it came from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like
They've modded it
industrial.
themselves. Very industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate sheeting, a sheeter. I've learned about because I was very, very. I'm not sure the right word. A virgin to the baking world
Yeah.
and this art form, so I really knew nothing. So I was learning a lot.
I mean, I feel like I know about baking a fair amount, and the shit that they do is like it's
Incredible.
different. It's not
Yeah.
like normal baking. Like I'm a newbie when it comes to the stuff they do as well.
Yeah,
Like, it's wacky.
It's incredible. But
Yeah.
even like inside, beyond the exterior that looks like whatever object
Yes.
they're recreating, the cake inside, I didn't know. Like I learned about ganache
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff. I mean, I
Ganache.
basically knew vanilla, chocolate, funfetti, carrot. Though that was like my cake
Ganache is,
expertise.
by the way, ganache is what's inside the Dubai chocolate that I was trying to.
Oh, ganache.
The one that they won't give you.
Got it. Now
I'm sorry to bring it up again.
No.
I'm sorry to bring it up again.
I can't believe there's no Dubai chocolate. It's not a sponsor at all. Dubai
No,
chocolate.
dude, I can basically, I can barely get Beekeeper a coffee. Okay.
Beekeeper Coffee presents.
Green eggs and down. What did I want to say? Wait, we were saying something, and I wanted to put a pin in it. Oh yeah. So do you like walk by boulangeries and pastry shops and they run out after you?
Not yet.
No.
All right,
Dude,
I'm
if
gonna go
I
try
were
it at
you-
Magnolia Bakery right
Oh,
now.
I would be hanging outside in the corner of Magnolia Bakery
How
all the
sad
time.
would that be? Dude, is it Cake Guy? And he's hanging out outside waiting to be recognized
Right,
and
right.
no one's recognizing him?
You go,
Yikes.
you go inside and like whisper behind like a lady who's like waiting in line, and be like, "Guess what? It's,
Or just,
it's cake." And they'll be like, "What? Who are you? What are you doing?"
Do you have kids?
What?
You've probably seen it, right?
What?
You've seen my show.
Go away.
Oh, he loves
I
coming
haven't
home.
had that experience yet, but I guess there's a first time for everything. I can try it.
Oh my God, you have to. It'll go viral.
But I am in true awe of what they do. It's an incredible art.
It's a weird talent to have.
Because they're artists.
Yeah.
They're also bakers, and all the cakes are good. Because
That's what blew my mind about the show. Because like when I did not think the insides of the cake were gonna taste good, and
not
they were
a lot
delicious.
of people do. Yeah, not a lot of people do. That's one of the main questions I
Yeah.
get. Like, are the cakes good? Because if multiple people fool the judges, part of the structure of the show is they then taste the cakes and kind of evaluate the visual details, but also how the cake tastes is part of the determining who wins or not.
Yeah.
So they have to be good, and they are really, really good. So
They're wildly good.
yeah, so they're bakers, they're artists, they're painters, they're sculptors.
Was there ever like a weird theme that like they just never showed us, where they like, okay, you guys, it's gonna be.
I always think it would be fun going, all right, coming around on the cake wall are 5 dead bodies. 4 are real. 1 is cake. Thank you to the LA coroner's office for donating. You have it's
Wow,
like on your license.
Even the flies they put were cake. Yeah, the flies were made out of a nougat.
Well, those 4 smell like dead bodies, and there's no flies on that one, so that's the cake, sir. But I just would love, just as a joke one time for the judges. I'm sorry, 4 real dead bodies. Just
Right.
cutting in. Nope, this is a real dead body. As you can see, that's flesh.
Right. You got like a bone saw.
On your license, you have to put there's a little sticker that says, "Will donate body to Is It Cake."
Right.
It's a very,
Right.
and it's a little shaped like a little.
Will not
piece of
donate
cake.
my organs
But I will donate my body to Is It
to
Cake.
a cake.
All
right,
but
well,
yeah, there's never there's never been anything too weird.
Yeah.
But I've definitely seen so many things made of cake that, like sewing machines.
Yeah.
And electronics are hard.
Yeah.
Because I've learned that straight edges are hard, and they have a lot of like corners are difficult because you can spot them easier. I know some tricks.
By the way, I love that you're pontificating
I know
over this. Like
corners, straight edges.
like you're wearing a
'Cause I'll, like,
scarf.
yeah.
And just like smoking a cigarette.
Do you need a hyper-realistic cake expert? I don't make them. I just know about them.
Did you see the cameos that Mikey Day is doing? He just like
Talks about cake.
talks like he gets philosophical about cake.
But whatever. They're $4.50, so might as well.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. May your birthday cake have rounded edges, which, by the way, are very tough to do.
And on my little thing or like wills and won'ts or whatever, won't do's, it's like, I will not say, I won't ask, is it cake? I refuse.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to get to the questions that I ask every guest. I don't know if you had a chance to look them over.
Yeah.
Great. Starting with.
It's going to be a very bland, very
stop it, man.
mainstream list.
You are so, this self-talk.
Deprecation.
This self-deprecating talk.
Don't you dare stop. Stop doing that.
Stop it. Because it goes out of your mouth and in your ears.
Oh, I didn't know what the Matterhorn was, the real one.
What is your... Disney. Did you ever go to that fancy restaurant, the Disney fancy restaurant?
The Club 33?
Club 33.
No, I never...
So you're not fancy enough to get Dubai chocolate.
Spend whatever it is, $78,000 for the monthly fee. Although you hear a little more because of the internet now. Like back in the day,
it was
truly very... a lot of Disney secrets very, I don't know, like elusive and cryptic, and you're like, what is it? And fascinating, but see behind the curtain.
But
now.
everything I've heard is like not that exciting. They're like,
yeah,
every meal starts with a chicken noodle
like,
soup.
Looks like an upscale claim jumper. I don't know. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the mystique makes it.
Yeah.
That's why you want to be a part of it.
Weird.
And I wonder if you get a cool, like, I'm imagining you get a cool key or something. Like, like old-timey, very luxury hotel keys would have a cool little, like, leather thing attached to
Yeah.
the key. That would be cool, but
Yeah.
I wonder if you get, or like some token or something. I don't know.
Hey, if anyone knows, put it in the comment section.
Oh, there's some Disney heads out there.
Yo, D heads. What is your earliest food memory?
All right, this is going super classy. Getting a hamburger Happy Meal as a child after karate class.
Ooh.
And taking the hamburger out of the old school. I think they brought them back, but the Happy Meal containers.
Yeah.
Because for a while they were just bags.
Well, I think kids kept choking on the toy.
Right.
There was a choke hazard.
Oh, really?
And that threw things into a tizzy.
But now it's like there's a lot of literature on the packaging that's like choke any toy. They talk
Right.
about choking now. But
You know,
like
it'd be
the box themselves, remember?
Yeah.
The little carrying case
Yeah.
with the little handle. I remember opening that and getting the little fries in the paper, little paper sleeve.
Yeah. You know what I just thought of? I'm curious if any kids have choked on something because of you, because of your show. They're like,
Wait a second.
I just wanted to see if it was cake.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't. It was a Matchbox car.
Heimlich. I choked on roast beef when I was a kid, and my mom gave me the Heimlich.
Wow.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Because you're a kid, and you're like, I knew I was choking, obviously. I don't know, I was like 9 or something, but you're still, I just couldn't understand that I couldn't get air. And now and my mom first slapped the hell out of my back.
Wow. Which is the wrong move.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that. That lodges
could- that could
makes
makes
it
it
go
worse.
down more
Got
down
it.
the pipe.
But then she just spun me around and was like mom emergency mode.
Wow.
Just like spun me around like it was a Jackie Chan movie. Just
Yeah.
and then and then the roast beef came flying out.
Can you not have roast beef now? Do you have an aversion?
It took me a while to have
Yeah.
it, but I'm so hyper vigilant.
Sorry, Arby's.
About-
Mikey Day is not gonna promote.
Oh no, I'm not the new We Have the Meats guy.
No.
We have the meats.
Bum bum bum.
Dun. It's better. It's better.
We
how
have
it
the
is.
meats lodged in our trachea.
Don't have too big a piece. Yeah, it was crazy. But I'm super paranoid, and so my son, especially when he was younger, I just watch him eat like small. And when I would cut his like steak or something,
Yeah.
I'm talking microscopic pieces.
Wow.
Just because I'm so paranoid about it. And I've told him this story whenever he would have too much in his mouth.
That's
I'd be
not
like-
terrifying.
I'd be like, well, because I wanted to instill the terror in him.
Daddy almost died.
Yes, I think children should really know the dangers of choking.
Yes. I've actually given the Heimlich maneuver
You have?
2 times at restaurants.
No.
Yeah.
To friends?
No, to people. Like I'll fucking run and
Because it's like chaotic. Like,
it's chaotic. Someone's always slapping them on the back.
and you've run and gave someone the Heimlich?
Ran.
You saved 2 people's lives.
Saved 2 lives.
That's amazing.
One was at Pizzeria Bianca in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh my God. Is there a picture of you on the wall?
There should
The
have.
hero?
They didn't even give me like a free drink.
Are you kidding?
Isn't that
I
wild?
would say you eat free for life there.
Right?
You ate someone. You ate someone.
I
you
ate.
saved someone's
I saved her
life.
and then I ate her.
See that?
They
I
were
can
like,
understand.
and then I was
why.
like, "Where's my free drink?" Like, sir,
covered in blood.
get.
Do I eat free? Dude, what did the people you rescued do? Were they?
You know, the woman was on a date with a guy, and she.
He's like, I'm not attracted to you anymore. You almost died and you looked weird. That is so wild.
She hugs me like a wonderful hug, like the perfect amount of hug
would've-
for I saved your life.
I would have cried. Like,
Oh my God, thank you so much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did it take?
And then I looked at the
while?
guy and I said, "That's how it's done."
Oh,
pussy."
you went, where were you? Slapping her on the back? You made it worse. Baller.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the second time?
The second time was at a bar that she was eating at the bar.
Wow.
And-
I'm noticing it's only women.
Yeah.
Are you sure they
I've
were
let
choking?
3 men die.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Figure it out yourself, dude.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. These broads, they got these weak esophaguses. They need you to help move things along.
Then you're like, oh, it's crazy. So you can breathe now. Yeah, thank you for saving my life. Yeah, it's just crazy because I'm single. Oh, I'm married. Damn it!
Just shove the food back in her face.
That is wild. Was she, again, was the second, talking about the second person, the second lady at the bar, was she also very, almost in shock?
She was with someone, and her friend went and tried to give her the Heimlich.
But it didn't work.
And it wasn't working. You have to
Yes.
it feels weird because you're like it feels like you're hurting the person.
Yeah, is it a specific
It's 2 inches
place?
2 inches
You're
above the
supposed
belly
to,
button.
use your
hand and just fucking. Don't
just
get too
2
precious.
inches above.
Don't get too precious. Just make a ball with your hand.
Yeah.
And grab it with the other hand and in and up.
And up.
Just fucking like
many-
you're trying to go for their spine.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many did it take?
It's
while?
usually 2. No.
That's it.
Quick.
And the food just flew out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did you and when did you learn the Heimlich?
I was a lifeguard.
Oh, really?
I was a kiddie pool lifeguard.
So you have to learn.
Yeah, so you have to take like first aid
training?
CPR. Yeah.
Right.
I hate to get serious about stuff, but it
Right.
is so important to do this. I actually, there's someone in my family that was choking on rice when they were a baby, like an infant, not an infant, as like a toddler.
Yeah.
I don't know the stages.
Right.
And didn't get the Heimlich and got brain damage.
Oh my God.
And
that's
lived,
awful.
but got brain damage. And it's like, it's such a simple thing to know.
Yeah. And they didn't know the
And
Heimlich.
no one knows how to do it. I mean, like every parent should take that fucking.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing.
Yeah.
And it just happens immediately. And
By the way, all this free press that we're giving to the Heimlich
Heimlich
maneuver, they're not sponsors of the pod.
can you imagine, like, wait, this maneuver is there an estate that runs the Heimlich maneuver and gives money?
I'm Felix Heimlich,
Sponsored.
great grandson.
And he's twirling a mustache.
Yeah. Every time you gotta.
maneuver. You owe me money if you use it.
That is wild. I can't believe you saved 2 people. That's 2 strangers.
Yeah, 2 strangers.
Did you keep in touch with them?
No, and I did not.
Hey, thanks for saving my girl's life. Bye.
Yeah, I throw my smoke bomb and I fucking leave.
Then seeing you as the smoke dissipates. They
I
can
also
see you leaving.
this is crazy. I also used it to save a drowning guy who was on drugs.
Who was eating in a pool
It was these 2 dudes who were in the.
at a kiddie pool.
It was not a kiddie pool. It was
Okay.
it was like the weird jacuzzi in like the apartment complex that I was living in.
Oh
And-
my. Okay, so you weren't lifeguarding.
I wasn't.
Got
I was in my apartment and I hear, and it was like one of those like Melrose Place things, that are round. So
Yeah.
my windows are open and I can.
Was this in LA?
see. Yeah.
Okay.
And this guy goes, "Help! Help!" And I look out and I see some guy.
Oh my God.
Like laid out. This is at night, so some guy's like laid out outside of the thing.
Wow.
And his friend is fucking going nuts, and so I run down,
Oh my God.
get to the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Guy's turning blue,
Oh no.
and I start doing the water Heimlich, which is a different Heimlich. Still have to pay Mr. Heimlich. But
That's an offshoot. Still have to pay me.
but you're basically doing chest compressions,
Yeah.
but where you would do the Heimlich. So you're still 2 inches above because he swallowed water. This is the swallow water protocol.
And are they on their back?
He's on his back, and I'm going boom, boom, boom. All this water starts coming out. Like you're just fucking pumping it out of him.
Jeez.
And then he gets up. And,
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he says to his friend, "John, let's go. We're not supposed to be here." Like
That's
they
it?
broke into the complex to use the jacuzzi,
And almost
and they
drowned?
got up, and I was like, "Wait,
I see.
I saved your life!" And they both got up and scurried off.
You're like, where are my attaboys? I saved your life.
Could you imagine being dead, brought back to life, and your
So
first
he was
thought
fully out
out on drugs?
and just kind of Uma Thurman and
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction back,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yee.
And then they're like, "We're breaking rules of this apartment complex. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Bye. They hopped the fence.
It was
got
the
out of there.
least grateful.
Dude.
Like I should have let him die.
Honestly, I agree. That's messed up.
Isn't that wild?
Just to not even have a moment.
Yeah.
You didn't even look back and kind of
No.
nod like,
Nothing.
thank you.
Nothing.
Wow. That's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, you saved 3 people's lives.
Yeah, dude.
Who were all with people who weren't prepared.
I know. I'm a fucking guardian angel up in this bitch.
You are. I'm so glad I did this podcast and you're in my life now.
Wow.
I need you around.
Yeah. Speaking of which, saving lives.
Mm-hmm.
You're on death row now. You're on death row.
That's an amazing segue.
You're on death row.
Yep.
What is your death row meal?
I brought this up earlier. I wish there was something better, but In-N-Out.
Oh, wow.
I love In-N-Out. It's so good.
What's your order?
Number 3?
What is that?
Without onions or tomatoes. I like everything plain. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
Mm.
It's just got lettuce, the sauce, and the meat, obviously, and the bun.
Okay.
And the fries.
Do you like the fries?
You know what?
Look at me in the fucking eyes and
I
tell
was
me you like those
just
fries.
talking about this with my son.
Yeah.
We like the fries.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I like them now because I associate them with In-N-Out. But I'm like, objectively speaking, if I went to a restaurant before I had ever gone to In-N-Out,
Yeah.
and they served me those fries, I'd be like, oh, did you take the cardboard and throw it in the fryer? Is that what this is?
The fries get a lot of hate, but I feel like they're underrated. They just are so potato-y, which I like.
They are very potato.
You know what I mean?
They seem like super starchy. Like it's as if they genetically engineered a potato specifically for that because it doesn't taste like it tastes weird.
It tastes like a specific potato.
Yeah.
There's a specific taste. Like they have a bunch of like weatherproof tent somewhere, and they're making special potatoes.
Yeah.
In like cool science fiction-y labs. That's what I'm picturing. Or they just grow them in. But like,
that's a good one.
I feel like McDonald's fries get the most love.
They're the gold standard for French fries.
But I feel like
watch your words. Watch your
No, they're
goddamn
great.
words.
They're fantastic. But sometimes they're even better than normal. Like if they're hot and it feels like because I've
they
like
have
I've
to be
gotten
fresh
them
out.
right out.
They have to be fresh out.
Yeah, so I feel like it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
But I'm into their fries.
Well, a bad McDonald's fry is so sad because you know the potential that those fries have.
I know.
You know?
I think they're probably the best of the fast food. Jack in the Box fries are decent.
I don't think I've ever eaten at a Jack in the Box.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they still have them out here?
I
They
think
still
so.
have them.
Yeah. Is it worth going to if I...
Yeah, I remember there was one. I was very early 20s, living in LA, very poor. There was a Jack in the Box by my apartment. I always like, this is my meal for the day. It was like,
Oh my God.
what, bacon something. It was like one of their larger burgers I would have.
Wow.
But I like Jack in the Box. They're pretty good. You know who has good fries?
That's our new catchphrase for Jack in the Box. I like Jack in the Box. They're pretty good.
They're pretty. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Fat Burger has good fries. Do you ever have Fat Burger?
I do. I love Fat Burger. I never
Yeah.
go to Fat Burger, but when I went, I enjoyed it.
I like their fries.
I like that it exists. It's one of those things where if it was going out of business, I'd be like, oh no, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
I gotta
go back.
I gotta have one. And they're like, where were you this whole fucking time, asshole? Maybe we wouldn't be going out of business.
Thanks a lot. Where were you? Saving lives. You saved 3 lives, blowing my mind. All I would do is I'd lead with, I've saved 3 lives. Hi, I've saved 3 lives.
Hey, Dana, dude, 3 lives.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
right.
wild.
Sorry to go off on tangent.
No,
that's
please.
my.
That's a Dana dude tangent. That's a tangent. You can go on all the tangents you want.
Do you have another podcast called Tangent?
Yeah, where I try to steer
Tangent
the
welcome.
conversation in a certain place, and you just keep
Yeah.
talking about me.
Yeah, and
And-
you're like, let's see if I can get them to engage on the tangent. It's kind of like a game with your audience.
Yeah.
We'll develop it further.
Yeah, this is another episode of Shows That Go Nowhere with Dan and Mikey.
The tangent.
The Tangent Show. What is your best high-end meal that you've ever had? This I'm curious about because you're not.
This I'm curious about because you're
You
you're a low class trash
you're a-
guy
You are
because you have no refinement. You know what? We went to this. My son did a soccer clinic in Barcelona,
Ooh,
Spain, with the
Barcelona.
Barcelona Soccer Club.
Ooh.
And we went to this amazing seafood restaurant. I, of course, forget the name. But it was lobster. And
Are you just going to name seafood
my
now?
wife had crab legs. And it was fantastic. So best high-end meal, I would say Barcelona seafood. Which sounds like a Long John Silver's type chain.
It sounds like a Hillstone.
Have you been to Barcelona seafood? But that's high end, right? Or are you thinking like
that's very high end. I mean,
we went to Paris and had Les Gidon, which is a mussel. It is mussel eggs that are baked and reverse fried, served on a bed. It's always served on a bed.
It's always a bed.
Yes,
it's always a bed of something. Frisee.
Yes, I get my dog just food for dogs, and
Yeah.
to entertain myself, to my dog, I'll go, today we're serving just food, beef and russet potatoes, served on a bed of kibble.
Wait, is your dog having just food for dogs?
Yeah.
You eat like a child, and your dog is having the fucking.
My dog
bougie-
eats better than I do.
Wow.
Just food for dogs is great.
Just food for
I'm
dogs.
clearly sponsored by them. Just food for dogs is great. Not only does my dog love it,
Yeah.
it doesn't smell, and heck, even I could eat it.
Yeah.
And with 278 locations worldwide, no, they're
It's the
they're
beekeeper
great.
coffee of dog food.
They're great.
Yeah.
But my dog is picky too. She's like, but we just got her recently. We got her in October, and she'll like look at sometimes
Yeah.
if she's like tired of food. She'll like, if we'll serve her the just food chicken 5 days in a row. By day 5, she's like, "That's all you got?"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Anyway,
I like that at least someone's bougie in the family.
I know.
What's the best low end meal you've ever had? This can be a street taco. This can be.
Now, can I say?
You can't say In-N-Out Burger again, Mikey. You cannot say.
They're
In-N-Out.
high end. Can I say microwave steakums? Remember steakums?
No.
You don't yeah. This is.
Hey
shut
everyone,
down. It broke me.
I'm gonna have to save a fourth life.
Steakums
Okay.
are. I remember having them as a child. I think they're still around, but it's basically you keep them in the freezer. You buy them in the freezer section at your local grocery store, and it's like steak, the width of a piece of paper, and you just make little sandwiches out of them.
Wow.
But I still love steakums.
Steakums.
So I don't mean to call steakums low end, but in the gamut of things I've had, that's what came to mind.
Wow. Okay. I'm kind
What
of.
do you call low end?
I'm kind of happy that I've never had steakums.
You're like, low end for me is seafood in Barcelona.
Barcelona seafood.
Seafood. in
What is
Barcelona.
your? Are you a drinker?
Sometimes. I don't drink that much. I used to drink beer like by the gallon. I used to, which again, Bud Light, Coors Light, Guinness was as high as I would go.
Yeah. You're such a.
I do like Guinness though.
I always tell my famous friends who are not foodies, you're a complete waste of fame. Complete
Man,
waste of fame.
I wish, because if you have a good knowledge of food, especially if you can cook, I definitely respect and wish and aspire to that.
Yeah, but you can open so many doors that people can't get into. So many amazing restaurants that people would
Really?
love to go to. You could get into them, and you're just like wasting
I don't know.
it.
I don't
on
know about
fucking
L.A.
steakums.
or in New York as well. I think I can get into some mid-tier ones. I don't think I can get into the top ones without a reservation.
Guys, stick with me. I'll get you into Houston's.
Hey, you guys like In-N-Out? Right to the counter,
Right
because there's
to the
always
counter.
a line.
So all right, we don't need to do favorite drunk food or hangover cure.
Oh, but I would say chicken korma, Indian food for some reason.
Chicken korma. Actually, yeah, I'd love
Maybe.
Indian food as hangover.
Yeah, because electric karma, we used to live by electric karma.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I always remember hangover getting like just rice and chicken korma.
Electric Karma is this restaurant on Melrose.
Yeah, or
Beverly?
it's on Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly.
Yes,
and it's been there
Beverly.
forever.
No,
and
Third.
It's like a
I'm sorry,
vibey.
Third.
It's like a vibey Indian restaurant.
Yeah,
right?
it's really cool. It's like small and
It's so funny.
delicious.
I never go there. I remember I used to go there back in the day.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Back in my first job in LA, moving from New York, was I too was working for Mr. Nick Cannon.
Whoa, the connection. What did you do?
He had a short-lived sketch show called Short Circuit.
Dude, I was a part of that.
You were on
I
Short
was
Circuit?
on it sometimes.
Were you?
Yeah, because he took people from Wild and Out
Oh,
and made
no way.
sketches.
That's so funny.
Dude, Short Circuits with a Z.
Yeah. Wait. Oh my God. I wonder if you ever did the sketch that I got the most props for. Was the I'm Just Playing sketch
With who?
I think Taryn was in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Taryn was in it. Who else was in it? Was Afion in it?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Oh
Wow,
God.
that's crazy.
That's so
Short
funny. That was my
Cir-
first job. Like I moved out to LA to write on Short Circuit.
I don't think I've heard someone bring up Short Circuits that wasn't me
Isn't that
in
wild?
over decades. That's wild.
It was so crazy. We would have our writers meetings and like our writers room, and Nick would sit at the top.
Mm-hmm.
We'd all just be like these nerdy scrap. You know what a writer's room looks like.
Yeah.
And he would sit at the top of the table with the most enormous, like a gold, like a bike chain.
Oh yeah.
Like a gold bike chain on his neck that was like clearly heavy.
Right.
And just like hanging, and he'd wear like a double-breasted suit, like it was like he was dressing
You're
like.
we're talking about
What do you-
like
Yeah.
dorky ideas
I
right
know.
now, and
It was
God,
wild.
that's so funny.
That is hilarious. Short Circuits.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was on Wild and Out before Nick. I mean, it was before Mariah even,
Oh,
but now
really?
with his many children, because they still do the show, and the end of the show is the rap battle where
Yeah.
you just we would talk about Nick's movies and everything.
Yeah. He could
But-
do the rap battle stuff just with his kids now. They could do a whole new series.
There's a lot more material, is what I'm saying.
Favorite dessert?
I don't know if this is technically a dessert, but it's sweet, and I'm gonna say a donut, glazed donut, Krispy Kreme, especially.
Just when I think you can't get more basic.
I
actually
am
love-
basic.
I do love a Krispy Kreme glaze, but I put it in the same category as a McDonald's French fry. It has to be fresh. The
Yes.
fresh ones are logarithmically better than when they've been sitting out for a little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
like
not.
it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah. I don't love. I mean, maybe like a cookie cake. Like, have you been to BJ's Pizzeria?
No.
They would have a thing called a pizookie, which I guess right now is a cookie cake.
I'm kind of happy that I haven't heard of the
Pizookie.
places that you
On
mentioned.
a date, can I have a pizookie?
Yeah, I've been to
please?
BJ's Pizzeria,
You ever get
and
a
arcade.
pizookie from BJ's? I sound like a dude who would be in a hard hat catcalling girls in New York. Hey, come get a pizookie at BJ's with me. And I guess, you know what's also really good is an ice cream sandwich, like from Insomnia, that I used to get at UCLA, because I went to UCLA, and they had Insomnia in Westwood, and they would do ice cream sandwiches with like ice cream in the middle and 2 chocolate chip cookies.
That to
as
me is, I
the
like
bread.
that better. The 2 ice cream sandwiches that are the gold standard are that there's the one with the 2 chocolate cookies on the outside.
Yeah.
And then there's like Chipwich was one that was called when we were growing up. That was like
Chipwich.
they would roll it it was like the outside had chocolate chips on it.
Yes.
That was delicious.
I know Chipwich. Yes.
That was delicious.
One Chipwich, please. I'm gonna save someone's life one day. I mean it.
Was that another tangent?
that was
another
a tangent. That was you as a kid, and
Yeah.
for some reason you grew up in the 50s.
Golly, I'm gonna save someone's life one
I'm-
day. I mean it.
84 years old. I look great.
Yeah, that's what you do. You just tell people you're older, so you get
Yeah.
you get compliments.
Oh man, when we were fighting the Civil War and we'd need like a little break,
You look so great.
some ice cream, we would just get a Chipwich.
Man, seeing the advancements in medical technology, they used to just give you whiskey, cut off a limb.
Yeah. That would be Green Eggs and Dan back then. We'd be like, if you were getting amputated, what
Yeah.
kind of whiskey would you like? Oh, I would like something
So-
very peaty would be nice.
You're dying. You've lived to the ripe old age of 29.
Everyone, this is pre-Civil War, but have you seen John Adams?
Yes.
Everyone,
loved.
I'll watch it like once once every couple years.
Oh,
just to
really?
watch it.
It's a great,
fascinating.
underrated series.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like Paul Giamatti at his best.
Yes.
Yeah.
We cannot. It's a lot of monologues. We are not. We must vote for the freedom. This is our lives.
I love it because I love Paul Giamatti, but I'm
Yeah.
like, John Adams would hate this.
Oh, I
He'd
know.
be like,
He's like,
guys, I'm not
"That's
that fucking angsty. I'm like a cool guy. Fuck you.
God, Abigail, what do I do? Well, John.
Yeah.
It is pretty remarkable, though. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, wow, the Boston Massacre people, he literally got them off.
Yeah.
Not that way, but, they were acquitted.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Crispus Attucks,
Yes.
first person who got killed in the revolution.
Oh, really? You know this?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, dude, I saved lives and fucking drop knowledge.
It's wild that we won that war. They were like,
Revolutionary
how old are you? 11? All right, grab anything. Let's go. We
This
won.
broom? Yes, that broom.
Yes. Washington was like, yeah, we need to train these people. Bring someone over. Get who was it? Valley Forge? No, that's the place. Talleyrand, that general they brought, the French dude they brought over. They're
Lafayette.
Like, Lafayette,
Yeah.
Talleyrand.
Talleyrand.
Shame on me. But it's just it's incredible that we made it.
Yeah.
That we won.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is
sorry.
another episode of
John
Grateful for Democracy with Dan
Sponsored
and
by
Mikey Day.
Beekeeper, sponsored by John Adams, sponsored by In-N-Out.
By Frank Heimlich.
There's
of
a lot.
the Heimlich
Frank-
maneuver.
That's the best one. Frank Heinlich presents Green Eggs and Down.
Who's your favorite celebrity food personality?
Oh, wow. That's intense. I know I'm gonna... I did beat Bobby Flay. I was on that show.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is so funny because I am supposed to, like, judge and evaluate food. I'm like, you guys, before I do this, you must know. And they're like, no, it'll be fine. And they help you with it. But he was really nice.
Can I tell you something crazy?
What?
You're one of my favorite celebrity food personalities.
You
these days.
really?
Yeah, I really think
Wow.
so. Because
That I'm associated with food,
which is so
wild.
funny that you're like, you clearly don't care about food.
I mean,
You're a
like
Pazuka
it,
guy.
Obviously, Pazuki.
No, but
It's sad, but I might as well be honest about it,
there's
right?
people listening to this podcast right now who are like
Disgusted.
studying food, and they're taking hosting classes.
Oh, they're
just to be
disgusted.
And they're like, this fucking guy.
They're like, shame on you.
No, but I love it because you are so funny at it, and you're so. No one else could host that show except for you, which I think is
mean,
the sign of a good host
I
of a
appreciate
TV
it.
show.
That
it's like-
means a lot.
Yeah, so you're.
You mean not a lot of people can cut into Polaroid cameras made out of cake? I appreciate it.
No, but you do it in a way where you're goofing on it, but you're also having fun with it.
Yeah,
and it's
but-
like it's a fine line of like not being cynical, like
Right.
you're being fun
But not being too serious.
and not being too serious. Like it's a really great balance.
The show, from the jump, the producers were like, we want this. We know it's inherently a comical idea and concept.
Yeah.
Which I like that. Obviously, we treat the artistry with respect, but at the same time, the game itself is just funny.
Yeah.
You look at things and go, that's made of cake.
Yeah.
So I think
fun.
it strikes a nice balance, and it's silly.
Yeah. Desert island food. You're trapped on a deserted
Can I repeat?
island.
Can I say In-N-Out?
No.
Or Italian food.
You'll never get
Italian food.
No, you need to. It has to be like a thing.
A
dude,
specific?
dish. You can't be like American food.
Damn it! I didn't know. I thought we could go genre with it.
No, it's a specific food that you're not going to get tired of.
Dude, that is very difficult.
I mean, it's pizza
because
for me. It's easy. It's basic for me. Pizza. I never get tired.
yeah,
of it.
pizza's good. Or I would say, like spaghetti, and my mother-in-law makes a great spaghetti with little meatballs and marinara sauce. And the meatballs are tiny. I don't like huge meatballs because they're never cooked all the way through.
Whoa.
I think a lot of times it's just never cooked too much.
How big of a meatball are we talking? Would you like?
Like small.
Like give me
like
a marble.
Like a bouncy ball you'd get out of one of those machines at the grocery store that you turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because big ones, it's always taken out of context. They just get cold in the middle a lot.
Okay, I see
A
what
lot
you're
of
saying.
people, a lot of places don't really cook them.
You know what though? I do love a bowl of spaghetti with red sauce and a bigger meatball.
Yeah,
And you feel like
yeah.
fucking Tony Soprano.
Oh, big.
Hey, it's just cold. Carmela. It's a cold meatball.
You can hear his breathing. He breathes a loud breathing.
What? Did you bring your CPAP machine?
Yeah.
It's cold. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so I would say that.
Spaghetti with meatballs.
Yeah, and can I branch out? Like, I could have it with plain noodles sometimes if I get tired of the sauce, and I could just have it, right?
Oh, so just
Well,
meatballs and plain pasta?
Well, I'm saying if I'm on the desert islands, all I can have, right?
So you're just
I
saying
can mix and
pasta.
match.
You're saying you want pasta.
I'm saying I want the sauce, the meatballs, and the pasta, but sometimes I could do plain pasta, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
In
and
this fictional
Right. And
setup.
sometimes you can just have the meatballs on their own with marinara sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Riveting. I'm a riveting guest.
What about
You've
if
had
it's-
like legit like food people on here,
Yeah.
right? Who talk about food
Oh, Padma
eloquently.
Lakshmi has been on.
Oh my god.
Jacques Pepin has been on.
Jeez.
And now-
then I come and you're just
seafood.
You're just slumming it. At least I'm aware. At least I'm not like a BJ's Pizzeria Pizookie.
Oh, that's the worst. I've had guests like that where they're
and you're like,
try to be highfalutin.
yeah.
And I'm like,
I just
dude,
gotta own
be
it.
yourself, man.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
And myself is sad when it comes to food.
Yes, it is. Is there a food that you can't stand eating?
Blue cheese.
Oh, really? You're a fucking child, dude.
You
You're
like
a
blue
fucking
cheese?
child. Yes, I do.
Blue
like
cheese is disgusting. First of all, it's straight up mold. Second of all, it's so gross. I don't understand how anyone can like it.
Do you not like any funky flavors? Like, do you
I like some, but blue cheese just, I hate it.
really?
I don't understand why people like it. It'll be in a salad, and when I won't know, and I'll be like, oh, what's in this? It tastes like something is wrong. It
my
tastes
God.
like there was a mistake made when there's blue cheese in something. And
Well, there goes.
they're just like when it's like melted and dripped onto something. And my son was on some field trip or something. Anyway, they brought out blue cheese pizza.
Okay, that's weird.
Don't you think that's a miscalculation to do for a bunch of kids?
Yeah, that's a little weird. Like,
How can
what-
you mess up pizza? Make it blue cheese pizza.
Who was this chef who had to do community
forget-
service and like had to work at a camp for a month? He's like, I have to make food for
Summer
these stupid
camp?
kids.
Hey, you guys were on a canoe in a lake. Have some blue cheese. It's like, how? Why would you do that? Anyway, I hate blue cheese.
Do you not like any funky flavors? Like kimchi? Can you get down with kimchi?
My son loves kimchi. I'm okay with kimchi. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm okay with kimchi.
It's fine. I love Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
Everyone loves Korean
I
barbecue.
love Korean barbecue. I love. I'm trying to think of other places I've been. Yeah, I like a lot of food.
What? You sound like someone who's like.
It's embarrassing, but I mean, anyone who knows me is like, you and food. It's sad.
It's so funny though that
Yeah.
you are.
I've
so
never been,
famous
like-
for a food show, for probably the
know.
most zeitgeisty food show that there is.
I feel like I'm actively like, yes, I was neutral about cake before this show. That's what I think is great. Like, I just came in.
You're like-
what's going on?
It's like
Oh,
having.
flour? Oh, okay.
It's like imagine having Pavarotti is on like a singing podcast and they're like, tell us where do you get your inspiration
He's
from?
like-
and he's like, I don't like singing. I have these vocal cords. I sing.
Yeah, for me, it's cutting through objects made out of cake. Sometimes badly.
Well, it's time for my favorite question.
Okay.
We're wrapping up. My favorite question,
Thank
which
you
is
for having me again.
thank you for making the time. I
But
know
I-
that you're in the middle of production. You're probably shooting a bunch of episodes a day, and
Okay.
to have your free time to come on this show really does mean a lot to me. And
Right.
thank you. I
Are
sincerely
you
mean
kidding?
it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
The fact that it's food centric is
Yes.
so funny to me that I'm here. That
I
you
actually
would
brought you
still
a
have
gift.
me.
It's a bag of blue cheese.
No!
Still
And
Tim.
beekeeper coffee. Yes. But I just really have no. I wish I was more refined and could
No.
speak on food more intelligently.
The reason I love this podcast is because even if you don't have an opinion on food,
Right.
then that's your opinion on food. Like everyone
Right.
everyone has to have a take on food because everyone's
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah.
So it's like no
I
matter
mean,
what.
I do enjoy when food is well made and stuff. I've definitely
Yeah.
had a lot of food where like this is amazing, but my knowledge on it's
Yeah.
very basic.
It's awful.
as you know.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's worse. You were telling me before that it was going to be awful. It's worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and my wife puts up with it because
Yeah.
I feel like she has.
She should leave you.
I know.
She should leave.
So she heard the episode. She left. She just confirmed
Oh,
her.
sorry, man. I
She
didn't-
puts up with it.
I didn't mean that.
It's called kids menu chic. That's my aesthetic.
You would love the Polo Bar in New York City if you wanted to do an
Oh,
upscale
really?
restaurant that is like still kids menu chic because it's a super fancy restaurant. It's very hard to get into. You can probably get in, pull some strings.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful spot. And it's basically like they have a fucking Kobe hot dog on the menu. It's like kids menu upscale.
We
It'd
always
be
want
like,
to do a sketch where James Bond's just ordering kids menu stuff in a high stakes like, I'll have noodles with just butter on them, please. Has that been a sketch?
I don't know. I would like.
Maybe we've heard it pitched at SNL. This is always.
I'll take
But
a-
again, it's one line, and then where do you go with it? Anyway,
I'll take a Pop-Tart.
did we do all the Pop-Tart?
Grilled, not braised.
Pop-Tart, could you do the crust off, please? Anyway. Or like, I'll have a vodka Skittles, a vodka with Skittles in it, please. Anyway, what? Instead of his martini. Did we answer all the rapid fire
No,
questions?
last question.
Okay.
Last question. My favorite question.
Uh-oh.
What is or what are your restaurant pet peeves?
Ooh. When the portions are too large. I feel like
Interesting.
here, especially in America, the portions are like, here's a bucket of meat. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't eat that much per sitting, but my wife agrees with this on this topic with
Yeah.
me about how it'll just be like, this is too much food. I'm not going to eat all this.
Right.
And you feel bad.
Yes.
And sometimes it's food that doesn't exactly work for taking home, you know?
Right.
So you feel wasteful
Yeah.
and
Can I get a
guilty.
to-go box for these oysters?
Thank you. I got to wrap these up. Really? You're sad. Yeah, and then
You know what I hate?
oh wait, sorry to say
Yeah.
and pause for 20 seconds. I'm
No.
sure that's riveting.
That was cool. That was awesome.
When you're having a conversation with someone and it reaches an intense moment and then you're constantly getting interrupted by, hi, we doing all right? We still working?
Oh, my
I know the servers are just doing their job. It's not their fault. It's just
No.
a timing
No.
thing.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean?
It is their fault. It is their fault. Shots fired, servers. When
No.
you see-
I love the service
No.
industry and I love
Mikey's
the
right.
I was a server.
Mikey's right.
Elephant Bar
Servers
in
suck.
Irvine.
Mikey is right.
Irvine. I was a server. I enjoyed it.
But it's true. Have a little tact. Know when someone's like, there's
Yeah.
a riveting crescendo in the conversation.
Yeah, or if you're just like having an intense
Yeah, it's
conversation,
like-
and you need to get out a point, even if it's a little argument, you're like, "No, will I?"
Hi. You still working?
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Anyway, the
Can I
MRI
tell
came
you-
back.
and you're like, when it's like a lot of information.
yeah.
So I would say that, yeah,
That's
and
a-
that's about it.
I have a
but that's
new-
not food related.
I have a new takeout pet peeve, which is when it's like I'm getting food to take out and they just like fucking drop a bunch of boxes on the table and they're like, have at it, buddy.
oh.
And now I gotta fucking pack my own boxes.
Some places will give stingy with the condiments.
Yeah.
Other places, way too much. Like a full paper sack filled with ketchups.
Yeah. I like that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's nice.
But again, I'm like, what am I going to do with all these ketchups? I'm at a hotel. What am I going to do with all these ketchups? If you're home, you can like store them, right?
If you ever write an autobiography,
Uh-huh.
what am I going to do with all these ketchups? The Mikey Day story.
And if you do, it's going to be, and then I sipped my beekeeper coffee. I hope this was remotely entertaining. If it wasn't, I apologize to everyone.
Oh, shut up. Stop it with the negative talk.
It's not negative.
God.
Dan.
How did you get? I want to see your SNL audition. You're like,
Dan.
God, this is going to suck.
Sorry.
This sucks. This character is going to suck, but.
So this is an impression. Sorry. But I had a blast.
Yes,
Thank
this
you
is
for
a
having
delight. Go back to the hotel and ask them why you haven't gotten your Dubai chocolates now.
me. You're absolutely right. Every one of us is worthy of a Dubai chocolate.
Yes, exactly. You are worth it. All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you again.
Amazing.